Welcome back to the Runs Podcast, episode 31, with me, Gareth, and with him, Niki. All right, Nick, how's it going, mate?
Not bad, mate. Not bad. Obviously, yeah. Why is it just the two of us this week? We've got a bit of a hiccup, but
we have had a bit of an hiccup, but we're on a bit of a run as well, so you don't want to take a week off or anything. So we've had a bit of an hiccup with this week's guest, but we will get him back on eventually, so don't worry about it. So today we're going to just go through bits and bobs, what we've been doing, what's coming up, and we run a little question and answer session on the Instagram earlier and answer some of them as well.
Yeah. Before we do dive into it and have a bit of a chat, I just wanted to give our condolences to the Hopkins family. A lot of people will know who listen to us, local runner, run for Irenbroy for my stake for years, run for Brackler previously. Vicky Hopkins sadly passed away last week. Sudden and short illness. So we just wanted to give our condolences to the family. We know Vicky and Rachel were listeners and supporters of us and would always pass on to me good luck for races coming up and always chatted to us. And Vicky was a good runner as well, she's been running for a long time. Since I've started running, I've known Vicky running, and Vicky was a good runner. And so obviously Phil was obviously my ex-football coach at Llan and still a good friend. So we just wanted to pass on our thoughts to them and the family.
Yep. Excellent. Excellent. What a way to end that. But yeah, our condolences to the Hopkins family. No. What's been going on? What have you been doing?
I've run tonight and run last night to see how the hamstring was after having the okay from Georgie to get back into it because it was only a slight strain, and so far 2 nice easy runs, all good. So I'm going to ease back into it this week.
Yep.
Same, just easy runs, and yeah, hopefully I can dive back into training next week with a month to go before my marathon. So far, touch wood, been going through the exercises and rehab that he'd given me, and yeah, didn't even feel it the last 2 nights running, so hopefully that's a good sign and can keep going this week now with easy runs and slowly get back into it next week, hopefully, Matt.
Yeah, good. How easy have we been going? What pace?
I did
easy.
So then Leanne have started. My wife Leanne has got back into it last night. She wanted to start a couch to 5k, so I planned a little run with her, so 10 by 1 minute run, 1 minute walk, and then I did a 3 mile loop down from up behind the school. I'm running like 8:20 a mile pace, which to me is it's all relevant. That's quite my easy pace and felt fine. Tonight I done 5 miles, same pace, and literally nothing, no niggle, didn't even feel it at all. So that's hopefully a good sign. Obviously, I know it's hard to tell when you're running easy pace, but I'm obviously not going to put any pace into it at all this week. And see how it is.
Be patient. Do you struggle with that, being patient on the comeback from a niggle or an injury as well?
Sometimes, but at the minute, I know I've got to be sensible because I know hamstrings, they can feel like I struggled loads with it late in my football career, my hamstring. Again, my last couple of years, it used to go all the time, probably because I wasn't resting properly and I just want to get back playing as soon as possible. But yeah, now I know you gotta be so careful with it because you think it's fine and healed, and then you'll go and do a sprint or a section and bang, it'll go again. So I know far from out of the woods. So this week and probably next week will be easier, and hopefully it's fine then that I can have another week or two before the marathon to get a longer run in, just so I'm all right. I know I've done the bulk of the training, but I still want
that's it, isn't it? It's better to go now to have gone 6 weeks to go, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I say, I can just not tick over now. I've still got to work, but I don't have to go mad. I know bulk of the work's done, so I can hopefully just get there and be able to run the full distance with no issue. Is the main thing now.
Absolutely. Oh, there we are. Amy started Couch to 5k this week as well, because I haven't run since Saturday, and I was going to go on a treadmill last night. But then Amy was going to do the stuff, starting the Couch to 5k, so I was like, yeah, you do it. And you carry on, I'll take another day with a bad back. Do you know, I've got a bad back because I could never be a brickie. I don't think I could be a labourer or anything like that. We had that massive 16-foot pool, didn't we, out the garden. So we drained that on the weekend to take it down because summer's over and we barely used it anyway. But when I drained it, obviously it drains so much, but then you've got like up to ankle length level of water still left in there that I hadn't got through the drain. Like I
Yeah.
must have. So I'm lucky we've got whatever you call it, whatever the water. Benkyo would tell us better, but you know the like silver doors, I guess, and the other locking the sewers down. There's one of them out my garden.
Is it?
So pop that off, and I'm 100 buckets of water, I reckon, back and forth, up and down.
Oh,
The back's been killing since, but we're running out of time. So
yeah.
I just, I'm looking forward to Cardiff after. I think me and Benki are just going to run it. He'll probably drop me on Roth Park or something. But I wish things away, don't I? I'm looking forward to doing Cardiff half, enjoying it with Ken at a decent pace, and then I'm actually looking forward to jumping into marathon training after then. So that's
Yeah.
me.
Don't go nuts now. No more lifting water out of a 6 foot deep pool.
Oh, it's fucking empty. Like I emptied it really good, mind. Amy put it on Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone wanted to buy it. No one wants to buy that because it's a fucking 16-foot pool and no one's got big gardens anymore. So I jet washed it. I spent 2 days cleaning it more or less, and
Yeah.
I think it's just going to go in the tip.
Can't you pack it away ready for next year when we don't have a summer again?
No, it's too big. Like it takes up so much of the garden. Yeah. But fuck it. It was a good day when we had one more.
Again. Sounds that big. You could have started to learn to swim again, and it sounds that big.
I'm not learning to swim ever again, but fucking no chance, no triathlons. What else has been going on? What have we been doing? Cardiff 10K was on a weekend. You pulled out. Your replacement pulled out.
I handed my number over, and then he handed it over again because he had a niggle. So that number must have been cursed. But I seen the guy Matt Varane run with Matt, give it to. He ran well for what he wanted to do. So at least someone used it.
Yeah.
And it looked like an hot day. Mind, obviously, I didn't run it. What did I do Sunday? I can't remember what I did. But the boys ran well. A lot of people PB'd. A lot of people PB'd. And it is a flat, fast course, mind. I do like that one, but they're not to be able to run it. But bigger picture, but yeah, it looked like a strong field, front end. Derby was up there again. Butler was just outside 30 again. Varane and James Hunt were like nigh on neck and neck across the line.
Yeah, that was a nice finish.
Yeah, so good run by looks by a lot of the boys. So
yeah, Tom Mahoney was disappointed, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, Tom I think he faded the last couple of K because he wanted to go sub 40, but it'll come. It's there. He PB'd the 5K a week before, so it's obviously there, and there only is marathon training, so you can't be disappointed. Can't PB all the time, but it'll come. A lot of the other boys have seen who else PB'd. Owen Wiggins, big PB. Dan Richards from our club, big PB. There's loads of others I'm forgetting. Sorry if I'm forgetting you. But it looked like a fast one.
Good. Happy days. Well done, everyone that took part, as per usual.
Don't forget, Tammy, she PB'd as well, didn't she? From on the pod the other week, seen she PB'd, so well done.
Yeah, well done, Tam.
Doesn't like 10Ks, but has PB'd the last two.
Yeah. Kelly Ruck ran well as well. Well done, Kel.
Yeah, Kelly had a good run. She's seen, And then went and got a puppy, as you do.
What do you get? Dogs are mad, aren't they? They're amazing, but they're just such a pain when you go on holidays and stuff like that. Like it's almost double the price of the holiday, but don't let that pull you off, Kel.
Yeah, that is the issue. It's like another tie, I love my dog. I'd have another one tomorrow, but I won't have it. Because like I say, it ties you down, then you can't go anywhere else getting someone to have them costs or hard work.
I mean, I know my mother-in-law listens to this, so the one benefit is that I can't go on holidays with my mother-in-law anymore. What a shame.
She's the dog sitter.
She looks after the dogs, and then we look after her dog when she goes away as well. So, but we'll always have that one holiday.
Fair deal.
I know, absolutely. That was going on Cardiff 10K. Mont Blanc, my French, Mont Blanc was this weekend as well.
Yeah, UTMB. The big one, the 106 miler around obviously Mont Blanc in the Alps. Tom Evans, British guy, pulled out overnight with issues. He's one of the big favourites. stomach issues overnight. He said he couldn't take on fuel. Jim Walmsley, also last year's champ, pulled out with a knee niggle. He said he hadn't been right since Western States. So, yeah, two of the big dogs went, and then French guy won it. I can't remember his name now. In a good time, he won the men's, and Katie Scheid won the women's in a record time. So she's had a hell of a season on the trails. The other shorter races, the OCC and the CCCs, Harry Jones, Butler's buddy, we do want to get on. He ran pretty well in his one. He said he changed a lot of things up this year, which he's putting a video out soon about. So that'll be good to look into that. But I think he came 15th or something in that one. So a decent performance. And I think Aiden Hawkes won that one, the American as well. He's a top runner.
Do you ever see a future in the trails for yourself?
Oh, do you know, it's one of them things. It's like, it's just that nagging thing. Would I just do, I've done that. Obviously, I hated the Penarth to Ogmore Ultra, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't even been running that long, so I probably shouldn't have stupidly jumped into something like that. But like something like that, like did perk my interest during lockdown when like he was at home working from home and things. Like I was watching a lot of YouTube, and that's what I got to do a lot. And a lot of the things on it were like Western States and UTMB, and it does fascinate me, them races. Probably what I'd like to do one year is go and crew someone for the race, and then like see what it's properly like there. And then I think one day maybe, I'm not saying it's a bucket list thing, but it is like there is something there I would like to maybe have a go at one of them two. But it'd have to be one of them two, I think, for 100 miler.
Big one, like.
Yeah, like obviously do like a shorter 50 or 60 miler somewhere like the UK. But like if I was going to do 100, I'd want to do one of those big ones, the big two, like in the 100-mile world. What about you?
No, fuck, I haven't got the ankles for it, but
yeah,
I do like this. One of my favorite things of the month now is to do the We Run Wales runs with Arwell and
you've enjoyed it.
For them. But I haven't got the ankles for it. I don't. There's too much gear. Where do I put my sticks when I'm not using them? It's all too much for me.
That is the ass with it. That done my head in with that one. I done the veil and like the stuff you've got to carry. It's ridiculous. Like,
you mean like
I get it for the 100 milers, but you have got bag drops on it as well, so you can like carry a small bag, get to a bag drop, change. That's a bit easier.
Can I get by without sticks?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, like not everyone carries them or uses them, so you could. It's just you got to hands on your knees and just power walk up, innit? When it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, just run it all, innit?
Yeah, or just run it, fly up on.
Oh, what else? Anything past before we get into present?
Well,
we done Swansea, didn't we? Before we get
Dragons back.
Dragons
back. The Length of Wales Ultra have started. That started yesterday. Coach Kev Raymond from Ogmore Phoenix is doing it. So I know there's another guy from Porthcawl also doing it. I need to get on the tracker, actually. I haven't been on it today to look how they're doing. But so that's a mad one. That's like about 350 miles, the whole length of Wales through the mountains. And over 5 or 7 days, I can't remember. And it finishes in Cardiff.
Do they camp for them days?
Yeah, they have camps set up for them every day. Like the end of every day, there's a purpose-built camp put on for
you. It's all set up, boy. They don't have to pitch it in. Take it
all
down.
Set up for you. You get there, you got tagged, you tag in. You obviously sleep for however many hours you want, stay the night. When it's light, you tag out and off you go again. And then it's like, I think it's all mostly self-nav, with obviously marshals at certain points, but it's mostly self-nav as well. So that's a crazy one. That's just mental, that one.
Fucking Christ. We were down Swansea on the weekend as well. Done Swansea Bay Park run before I broke my back. I enjoyed that. You didn't run it. You were in the queue for Oasis tickets.
I didn't run because I was still resting up, and I just sat there for hours on the queue for Oasis tickets. That was a fun morning, but it was good. Yeah, good to see a few people come along. Craig was there, obviously. Didn't bring his yo-yo, the dip.
Fucking hell. Arwell was there. He's training hard for. I don't think we've mentioned it. I think we've shared it on the stories a couple of times. Arwell was on. Does We Run Wales? I mean, he was on a couple of weeks ago. Well, we obviously mentioned it on the pod, but if you haven't listened to that one, he's training hard for the sub-3 in Berlin now, and he's knocking it out. Fair play.
Yeah, he's training real well. What's he got? 5 weeks to go. He did another long run and then the park run. He's looking in good nick. Obviously, again, to go through, we shared it the days. He won a place with Sports Shoes, is it, or Pro Direct?
Pro
One of them.
Direct.
And Purdue Performance, so he's getting coached by them, getting some nice free shit from Adidas and them, and obviously he's getting his accommodation and entry, and yeah, there's like a group of 4 of them, I think, or 5 of them getting trained to try and get that magic sub-3 target out in Berlin. So yeah. Going well, Arwell, keep it going, bud.
Yeah, well done, boy. I spoke to him, it must have been not yesterday, day before, what are we, Sunday. And I think he's a little bit gutted that he's doing it because it's the same day as Ponty Road Relays where we're going to be hosting. And he
I
said
think I know what I'd rather be. No offense, Ponty. You know, we're looking forward to the event, but you know, a major marathon, Berlin, getting trained by them and all that free stuff.
I know.
We can do Ponty next year. No offense, Ponty, but Berlin's a big one.
No, and you've got us, the main men. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Ponty. We didn't even this didn't even cross your mind, did it, when we first started a podcast, hosting events and stuff like that? So thanks for putting your trust in us. I'll leave the majority to Niki and I'll just crack jokes on again.
Yeah. So no, we are looking forward to that. Just to refill everyone in, if you haven't seen it, been posted everywhere. It's a relay in Pontypridd Park, 29th September. Teams of, is this 6 mixed and 4 women?
It's mixed, 4 women, and there's a kids race as well.
Kids race. It's about a 2K loop each leg, so should be some good fun, fast racing and a good day. Hopefully we'll have a bit of tidy weather, we'll have a bit of a laugh with everyone, have a bit of a chat, do some interviews, doing some commentary on the races. So yeah, you know, obviously they're still looking for entry, so get a team in, whether it's your club, 6 mates, whatever, just get a team in and come down and have a laugh and a bit of fun racing. And it's only short, isn't it? 2K each.
Yeah.
Even if you're training, like I got the marathon the next week, I know we're hosting now, but we're still looking at maybe getting a group in and getting into Not for us.
We are waiting to see what everyone else enters because we're going to win it.
Statement team.
Yeah, we're taking over on and off the track.
Yeah.
No, looking forward to that. Thanks again for the opportunity. That is a week before Cardiff. The date escapes me.
29th.
Written down by the 29th of September. Excellent.
Yeah, that should be good.
What else have we got?
What else have we got coming up this week? As in pro level, we've got Diamond League Thursday, which I am massively looking forward to that. Because in the 1500, you've got a bit of a rematch with the top 4 from the Olympics, all there racing. So that should be rapid, because I would imagine they will set the paces and the lights at probably world record.
What's the light?
So the lights on the track, it's like a new wave light system. They will, from the start, they'll have paces anyway, maybe 2 for 1500 who will pace per lap. But them lights then, they will set a blue at probably world record pace. So the blue one will dot around at world record pace. And then behind that, they'll have, I think it's orange or yellow at world lead pace, so the fastest time this year. So you've got 2 sets.
Yeah.
Going around for them to have an idea once the paces have gone to keep them sort of on pace. So I would imagine with them 4 being there, they will want it quick and maybe even world record pace, because Jakob had the 3K world record a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. I'd imagine he's on a mission to try and prove a point from coming 4th in the Olympics.
Absolutely. It is a little bit cheating, isn't it?
I don't know, because everyone says that, but you go back to Roger Bannister when he broke the 4-minute mile back in the 50s or whenever it was, 60s. He had pacers right up to the last lap. You know what I mean? It happens, like. In most races, there's pacers, except for Olympics and World Champs. But then, even in that, they have, like, teammates who are not going to have a chance for a medal will help them in the race. You look at the Ethiopians in the 10K this year. There's 3 or 4 of them working together. They're pacing each other to an extent, don't they? So I got no issue with it. It is what it is. The guy is it's the same. Like, the guy has still got to run the time, haven't he?
I know.
They're not carrying him over the line. Like, he's still got to run the time. Or the woman's still got to run the time. When you get Kip Yeagon running and all them. And Keely was on about going for it this year. When obviously she's had a bit of an injury. He's still got to run the time. It's irrelevant with the pacer.
I only said it to rattle you and mission accomplished.
But not just that, you've got obviously the 100, then with the hybrid Mondo V-Cast, and that's going to be fun.
That's just head-to-head then, is it?
I don't know if there's going to be other people in there. I'm not sure how they're doing it. I would imagine, yeah, it might be head-to-head, just the two of them laying apart or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. That should be good.
Yeah, and then we've got just working towards Cardiff Half and Chester now, really. Chester, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Chester. I've got tomorrow. Sorry, we got obviously update with our vests as well. I've posted some out this week to people I know where you live. People that I don't, sorry, you'll have to come and knock me or message us, and I'll drop them in gladly.
Yeah.
But I will at BCRL tomorrow. It's the last BCRL fixture down in Merthyr Mawr Lane for the 5K. So I will be there tomorrow with all the Phoenix mob and any other BCRL runners. I will have them with me, so come and see me before or after. And then anyone else, hit us up on Insta and I'll try and post them out this week. Or I'll be at My State Park on Saturday. Let me know if you're there and I'll bring them to that as well. So yeah, that's tomorrow, the last one. Bridgend have already won the league this year, taken the crown off our last 2 years winning it, Phoenix, so I have to relinquish at them. So the league's already won. I think we are already runners-up as far as I'm aware, but it's still it's a good fast one, this, because most of the other ones are sort of a traily, sort of off-roady sort of ones, whereas this one is a proper out and back on Merthyr Mawr Lane. It's not flat, it's a bit of a undulating one, but it's a good fast race, so I am running, but I'm not going to be racing. I'm going to be taking it easy and just chatting and enjoying the night.
Yep, excellent. On the subject of kit, we have got our AliExpress half tights are back.
Yes, look at them.
Aesthetically, they're all right, don't they?
They look exactly like the Nike ones, like the Aeroswifts. So
these have got pants in them. Have the Aeroswifts got pants in them?
Aeroswift's got like a pant liner in, exactly like that, yeah.
No pockets.
Oh, there's no pockets at all, is there, in there?
No, so you'll have to wear a denim jacket with them.
They got a string. See?
The string says Nike.
What did you say?
It's one letter away from Nike. Nice.
Love it. Just
I love how brazen they are about it. Like.
Yeah.
So we'll get you these to test out.
Yes.
Look like a medium.
Yeah, they look fucking perfect. They look exactly like mine, except without the Nike tick, to be honest. So I'm looking forward to trying them.
That might be the best 97 pence we've ever spent.
Ever.
And we are running the giveaway as well for a couple of pieces from our merch website as well. That is running until September the 6th. So it's finishing on the weekend.
Yeah,
so
weekend, isn't it?
8th, yeah. So on the 8th, that's when that ends, and then we'll open the website as well. Got a couple of itches to scratch with postage and stuff like that, but look, we do what we can, and we don't make much money at all off any of it. We just want to see people wearing stuff that says it runs on it to allow us to make money the organic way through kind of YouTube and social media and stuff, really, and keep your money.
Yeah.
Yeah, happy days. Do we have anything else to recap before we jump into the question and answers we've got off Instagram?
I don't think so, mate. I think that's up to date, do we? If I missed anything, I'm not sure. I think what else has happened in between. Not a lot. We're pretty much banging them out week to week now because we've had a good run with guests, and we've got like today, we've even had another one or two today confirmed that is just blowing my mind.
Yeah.
So they will be coming up thick and fast in September. Now we've got a bit of a run going into Ironman because that's Wales, innit? So we've got a couple of sort of more tri-side and athletes doing that, which we're looking forward to because, like we say, we love going down and supporting so many athletes in that. So we've got a couple of them coming up, but then after that, it's like mad run. I think we've nailed a really good mix for the Ironman, which you'll see over the next couple of weeks. We've got a newbie, we've got a veteran, and we've got our friend Carlos coming on that we all should know about by now. Yeah. And then running into October, November, and then we'll probably take a break early December and come back with season 2 kicking it off in January. Yeah. Yeah, but it's looking good. We're looking busy, and we're, thanks for all the continued support. Love it. Thanks. We just love what we're doing, talking about running. If we can get anyone involved in running, like say, both our wives have started back this week. Hopefully they'll get the bug back. Good to see them back running. If that's what we want to do, and I see people turning up to park runs and local races and events, and it's great. We just love doing what we're doing at the minute.
Yeah, put more money in Nike's pocket.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's what I was going to say. I've been influenced this week. Did you see Trackster's latest vid, Alfie Manthor put up? Testing a pair of Diodora carbons.
No, but I've seen Diodora on ProDirect. Maybe are they from ProDirect?
I don't know, but I bought them. I've ended up buying a pair from Diodora Direct because he's bigged them up and I really like the look of them. So I've been influenced and bought a pair of Diodora carbons because there was a great offer on them as well because he had a discount code. So
how much do you pay for them?
You are?
How much are they?
I don't want to disclose that. My wife listens.
That's all right. You can tell me after.
They were cheaper than Nike and Adidas ones. I know it's Diodora, but he's a big Vaporfly and Alphafly fan, like I am, and he has said and stated that he's used them, and he is saying they're better than them. So I know it's different for different people. So I thought, sod it, I'm going to give them a go. They're cheaper than Nike, so I'm going to give them a go. And I liked them. They were a real nice colourway, white with gold. And they're Italian.
Yep. The Roy Keane of running. There we go.
I'm going to make Diodora great again.
Let's take a quick break, grab a pee, grab a drink, you grab a pee, I have a pee, and then we'll be back to answer some of these questions for a short episode today. Be right back. All right, boys and girls, this episode is supported by Racked. Are you looking to gear up your club with some custom high-quality kit? Whether it's socks, t-shirts, vests, tri-suits, or bike apparel, Racked has got you covered. With Racked, you can create fully custom kit for your club, designed just the way you want them. The bespoke in-house design service allows you to bring your ideas to life. Whether you're a running club, a cycling club, or a triathlon club. And it's not just about style either. Racked delivers high-performance gear, perfect for all your training and racing needs. Ready to get started? Drop them an email on info@racked.online and kick off your custom design today. Welcome back. It's just still me and Niki, like we said. Went a bit tits up this week, but we move. So we popped some stories up earlier, asking for questions for Niki and asking for questions for me. And before we get into the questions, Scott Gray sent a message when I put mine up, I said, I'll answer some. And he said, don't bother. Now, Scott, I'm not surprised you couldn't think of any questions because the only one you ever ask is in the morning to Haley, asking, what am I wearing today? So start dressing yourself.
What am I allowed to put on today?
Yeah, what am I wearing today? What outfit have you picked out for me today, Hale? So get lost, Scott. Right, let's fly through some of these. Some will take a bit longer. Some we can have a chat about. Some are just direct. Do we want to know who they're off or do we want to keep them anonymous? That's the question. Let's keep them anonymous, and then if you want to disclose it at the end, you can if it's a tricky one to answer. Number one, who's Niki's favourite Sunday Club member?
Ooh. Favourite. Do you have a favourite? Oof. Well, we discussed this on the group chat this week. Like, we haven't actually had a Sunday Club proper meet up for a Sunday run for ages. So we had a bit of a discussion about getting us back together and slowing the fuck down, John Butler.
Yes,
so we can all join you. I know it's different levels, but I'm going to say I can't pick one. Every single one of them. I'm copping out.
Yeah. Well, my least favourite is Matt Varan because he asked the question. So there we are, Matt. But no, you need to get a Sunday Club back together. Otherwise, we want to get everyone together out, well, not probably out your garden now, maybe out the extension. But if you're not running, there'll be fuck all to talk about. So sort it out, boys.
Yeah, but we're all back, everyone's back training and racing and things. I know it's difficult.
Joe's fishing.
Yeah, Joe's fishing. He's injured, isn't he? He's been fishing for 2 months. He's fuming.
He's catching some big fish, mind.
He's catching some monster fish. Fair play to him. But his problem is, he said he's just constantly in Greg's.
Right. Nick, this is for you. A guaranteed place and a sub-3 in Tokyo, or the Runs pod at 1 million followers, but you get to go to Tokyo.
I still get to go to Tokyo.
Yeah, but whatever happens, the time.
The time's irrelevant, isn't it? The followers.
Oh, that would be shit though, wouldn't it, if you had 5 sub-3s and 1 over 3?
Yeah, but I might not get in until I'm like fucking 55. I might be incapable of running it then. So that's going to be what it'll be now, isn't it? I mean, my window is closing. You know, it is what it is. That was just a byproduct, wasn't it? After I'd run like the first 2.
Yeah, it's your own fault, isn't it?
I didn't plan on that when I first done it. It was just doing the 6. That sort of come after doing the first 2, and then someone said to me, "Oh, that'd be cool to do them all sub-3." That was the only time it ever come into my head to like, oh shit, yeah. And like last year in New York, when I was blown out my ass from mile 16, that was like in my head. I just still run sub-3, and like I had to fight for that then a bit, because like I think on a normal day I would have probably just eased off a bit more, but I did fight for a bit, even though I was in the pain cave and like everything was in from mile 16. So it did make me push a little bit deeper on the day. So yeah, that was just a byproduct though. It's just to do the 6, mate. That'll if that happens, great.
Yeah. Well, the 7 hopefully now, isn't it? If the stars align next year.
It's going to be 7 soon, isn't it? We know that.
No, I mean for you, if Harvey's in, if it all works out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another thing. And it'll depend what happens with my next year. Because like I have entered the ballot again for Tokyo. I should find out by the end of the month, I think it is, or it's the end of September, I think, find out. But yeah, it'll be sod's law now that we're planning to go and visit him in Australia sometime next year, and I'll end up getting a ballot place in Tokyo and probably won't be able to afford to do both.
Yeah. If you get in, I will do a full episode as a geisha.
As a geisha.
Right. This is for you because I miss loads of events. Name an event that you won't miss year after year.
That I wouldn't.
I always go to Richard Burton.
I've missed it last year because of New York was the same day.
Yeah, you normally wouldn't miss Cardiff either, would you? But
Cardiff half is a staple one I usually love to do. Again, I've missed out because of work last year, being abroad, working, and the only other times I think since I really properly started running I've missed this because I've been away or something. Yeah, but Cardiff half, Burton's a local race I like to go to. I've started liking the Safa events, the short 5k in the summer. Wouldn't say I wouldn't miss it, but it's an event I like. What else? BCRLs, the local league with us. I like to try and get as many as them as I possibly can in the season. Yeah, them sort of ones. If one I could pick, probably Cardiff half. Yeah, it was my favourite race until I started the majors.
Yeah.
So for me, like, it's what I used to do when I wasn't even a runner. To say when I was still playing football, I used to go and do that for charity most years. So yeah, I'd probably say that.
Vaporfly 2s or Vaporfly 3s?
Oh, well, I haven't got the Vaporfly 3s, so I would probably say the Vaporfly 1s are my favourite, actually, of the 2. I didn't get the 3s, I didn't like the look of them, so I never bought them.
Favourite marathon major?
Oh, Boston.
You love Boston.
It was unreal. Like I say, we've talked about it. I know who got issues with the actual thing, and I didn't know a lot about that. But for me, it was the whole history of the race.
Yeah.
The course, the way it is. You're not actually running in Boston around the city. You start point to point. It was a whole weekend. It's just an unreal weekend. The city, I loved the city. Being there, those 4 days was just class. And the actual race, and it's everything about it. Boston. When you go past the Scream Tunnel, Wellesley College, Heartbreak Hill, the Sitco sign, right on Hereford, left on Boylston, just at the finish line. Obviously, what have happened, sadly, 10 years ago with that. It's just iconic. Like, so, yeah, that. No doubt, if there was one major I could only do one every year, it'd be that.
It's 2028 in LA. You two are head-to-head in the modern pentathlon.
Oh.
Who's bringing home the gold?
That's a bit of everything, isn't it?
What's in it?
Well, you've got the shooting, and they do that shoot and run at the end. It's a bit of horse jumping, show jumping, and it's loads of stuff. I can't think of everything now. And I even watched a bit of it. It's a bit of everything, but yeah, it's
fencing.
Fencing, that's it.
I beat you at fencing, I reckon.
Yeah, probably. It is a class event, actually, isn't it? Bit of the old school everything.
Yeah, riding. I
Riding.
think we'd both be crap at that.
Oh yeah, I'd be kicked off, no doubt.
Swimming. You.
I'd win that.
That's it then, I'm dead. I've died.
I've won by default.
You take it by default. Laser run.
Yeah, so that's when they like shoot targets. They go hit like the target 5 times, do like a key run. I think that's like 5 times.
Oh, that's like...
That's the one they finish with.
I think you.
Yeah, I think me. There's enough running and stuff I can make up time on.
Yeah, definitely. They're not back to back, are they?
No, they're over so many days again. I think it's 2 days or 3 days.
Niki easy, because I've just died in a pool and we need a new host.
Default.
Right, off our mate Mick Fox, which, before we got on to him, Mick sent me some screenshots of some of the examples of some of the abuse he does get, and it's ridiculous. He posted about, it said, amongst all this Oasis madness, does anyone know how I could get Coldplay tickets?
Yeah.
And he was getting DMs saying, why are you fucking picking on Oasis fans?
I know. It was fucking crazy, wasn't it? That's just like, that's people feel, wasn't it? It's like, what are you going to go to Oasis for? He's like, you only put, amongst all this Oasis crazy madness shit or something, he put, didn't he? And like people jumping on him. Like, it's like,
which it was madness, because it's all I read for 2 days.
Yeah, and it was a joke. It was an absolute joke. And he ripped them, Ticketmaster, I don't know, ended up ripping everyone off. Threatening everyone the day before, you can't resell your tickets more than face value, and then during the sales, doubled and tripled the price, you robbing bastards.
Now, Mick wants to know, he's got 2 questions. What is the ultimate goal time for the marathon, realistically?
For me, when I started, it was to obviously complete one, and then when I completed one, it was sub 3. That was like a huge goal in my mind, because the bits I'd read about in Runner's World or online when I was like more getting into it, that was like a sort of it is a big one. I suppose it's different. I think it's like different levels. I know that, but like it was a big thing. Like if you're a sub 3 runner, you're a good competitive runner. And then when I cracked that, I was landed. I was like, I'm complete. I was so happy. But then obviously, as you progress and get more into it, and I train harder, it was like, then it was 255, then it was 250. Now, I'm a 248 runner as we sit here. I would love to go sub 245 in Valencia at the end of the year. That's my goal. I'm 47 now. Whether I'll ever get any quicker, I don't know. And to be honest, would I say I'm happy with 248? Yes. But I think there's still more in me. So I wouldn't put a final figure on it, but I definitely think I'm capable of 245. Whether I'm any capable more than that, I don't know. So for now, it's sub 245.
Yeah. I think mine. I don't fucking know, innit? But like sub 4, is that realistic?
Yeah, I'd say it is. It's achievable. You've done like a 2-hour-half, haven't you? So obviously double. But you've never really fully set out and trained for it.
No, I will train, yeah, exactly.
That's half, no marathon, like we've discussed before. People do it and get around them without any training, and hats off to you. I don't know how, but they do. But I think if you put work into a marathon, it's a big time chunk you can take off. I know it's a long time you're out there as well, but like your first one, I wouldn't put any time goal on it at all, and I'd say that to anyone. It's just like, it's a hell of an achievement to finish a marathon. But then you've got targets and goals you can work to. But yeah, I'd say a sub 4 for you, definitely, with good training and like a cup. And I'm not saying you can do it within a year or two, but like it took me years to get sub 3, years.
Yeah.
Like I can't 5, 6 attempts, and then when I cracked it, I've learned and over those years how to train properly. and I've just got better and improved as I got older.
So, Mick, sub 4 for Manchester. You heard it here first.
In your debut.
Yeah. Well, he fucking debuted at 240, didn't he?
I know, but he was
Wanker.
good runner. Anyway.
His second question is, what are our goal guests? Who would you really love to have on the podcast?
We put this up to me a while ago on our stories about dream guests, wasn't it?
We've obviously got dream guests, but I feel like sometimes we're slipping away from getting the guests people really liked as well. The fucking nobodies, with all due respect, like somebody that's doing 40-hour shifts as a chippy and still knocking out marathons and stuff like that. So we need to have a deeper dive into finding people, just your average Joes and everything as well, because people eat that shit up as well. They love it.
Yeah, people can relate to it, can't it? Same as us, same as we relate. I loved listening to Mick last week and how he's he's obviously miles better than me, but then he started, 240 marathon, which, isn't out of my realms. I'm not far off it. I'm, 8 minutes is 8 minutes, but you know what I mean? It's relatable. That's what I'm trying to say. And we love listening to people that are relatable. And then your local boy on the fucking, building site who's just running 20, 30 miles a week and gets into it more and progresses. And talk about Ironman and the people finishing that we're going to see in a couple of weeks. People like that.
I think
they're the ones you love having on in your local club runners.
That leads on to my kind of dream guest, because I've tried, but I'd love to get Harry Judd on, the drummer for McFly.
Yeah.
Because he's a drummer for McFly, but he loves running.
Yeah.
And he's always running. And it's just, well, how the fuck do you learn to run when you're touring with your band and everything as well? Like, same with Travis Barker and Diplo. They are massive runners now as well. And Diplo, a massive DJ, and Travis Barker's Travis Barker, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So I'd love to get them kind of people. Obviously, you want to get your runners on, but there's other podcasts for those people to go on where they talk and deep dive more into it. We want to explore just why you love running, not how do you run. So that's mine would be Harry Judd, and McFly was my wedding song as well, and me and the boys won Stars and Eyes on a Celtic years ago, dressed up as McFly as well. So, but I've DM'd him as much as I can. I followed his manager. She followed us back. I sent her a DM and she ghosted us. So I don't know if we're ever going to get Harry Judd on. What about you?
Yeah, that's a brilliant point. That is about being that's what we are. We're not pro by any means. We're just your average man in the street who loves running. And them type of people are great to have on your local boy, or someone like that who's really famous but just loves running. Again, another one would Oasis. Liam loves his running, doesn't he? He's up to 5-10k every day,
Ronnie O'Sullivan as well.
Talking to him about running, if you some chat down it. Obviously a dream guest, person I love now, just love the way he runs, you know what I'm gonna say. Just the way he runs, goes out every race, balls out, yak up, but that's pipe dreams is never gonna happen, but I just love to pick his brain but again, he talks, he's getting through it every week, and so there's probably nothing we're gonna learn off him, and I've seen the documentary from when he was 8 years old, so there's nothing you're going to learn. So that ticking a box and having to chat with someone like that would be crazy. Yeah,
but it's like the dream guests would be those people that just run alongside busy lives as well.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully, we're obviously going to meet more people now when we're out and about to these events, and we'll get chatting to people, and things will grow from that. And we'll get people on from that, innit?
If anyone does know Harry Judd. You know what to do.
I've got a personal contact to him.
Yeah. Right. We've got one that only me and you will understand, and I don't even know if Bren listens, but have you finished off the spicy nuts yet?
This is brilliant. I went down the railway to watch the Liverpool Man U game Sunday, and I took them with me, and everyone was laughing at them. At first, no one would touch them because obviously I took the lid off, but then I was like, "Nah, they're dodgy." They got me. I said, "No, they're not that bad." But loads of people were having them, and a few people did wolf them down. Jim Hopkins was flying them down. He's like, "There's nothing wrong with them." I don't know if he was showing off, but a lot of people they didn't have too many of them, so they got left in the railway ones left of them.
Good. For context, one of the boys bought 2 of those dodgy, spicy nut boxes to NFL draft the other day. But you go, I'll have a go, innit? And they are boiling. Niki had to go and get a pint of milk. And Morgan I thought Morgan was going to melt.
Yes.
they're moreish as well. So after a couple, and when it cools down, you go, I'm going to have some more of those nuts,
I can
even
have a
though I know
couple
I'm going to need some milk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good fun. We've got favourite marathon so far, we know that. For you again, what's after Star 6? We've covered that as well. Start listening, ROL.
Yeah.
It's just more the fun stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. There's other marathons I like to do, and we've obviously discussed that and other bucket list races I got. Yeah, just travelling around doing probably more marathons because I do love the distance and I love training for it.
The North Star race. Do you know what that is?
No, don't know that one.
We'll have to have a look into that. And when are you arranging a runs tour, European City Half? Question mark.
That's a
That would
shout,
be-
isn't it?
I mean, it's hopefully this lasts for years. Like, something we can do. I can't commit to anything like that because I'm going into that marathon training block. So next year is a write-off, like, unless you look at the kind of the end of the year. And I think maybe after marathon training, I might start exploring the city halves as well, then, because
Yeah, that's a shout.
together back.
A lot of people want to do them, don't they? So that could be a shout, yeah. Like, because obviously I'm organising the Valencia tour this year for the Phoenix, and a lot of people, you could get more people into an half, couldn't you? Because it's a more doable distance. But yeah, that's an idea. If people want
Definitely
to
something to look into.
I'm happy to organising. Like, obviously this year's out the window, and probably next year for me with commitments I got. But yeah, we definitely look into it because when they say those city halves are a good shout. You've got Lisbon's not far, Copenhagen, Prague, and so they're doable. Yeah, look into that, definitely.
The only thing is you can't have much of a booze up after it, which we'd probably like to do as well because it's on the Sunday usually, Unless you
fly over the Monday, can't you? Fly over the Monday, so you can have a decent shift on the Sunday.
But yeah, give us 2 years because I'm not losing to everyone. And that's everything we've got today. But I think that's taken us up to nearly an hour as well, which is not bad considering we didn't have any guests.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks. There's some really exciting guests. Next week, I can't wait to dive into and start picking apart what he's been up to because it's pretty phenomenal. We've got an Ironman veteran who's just completed, where was the last one? Copenhagen. We've got Carlos on, and then we've got a nice little mix of nobodies and somebodies running into October and November as well.
We have busy coming up. And we're out and about, obviously, say at Ironman, and then Ponte Relay.
Ponte Relays, you can see us there. Ironman, you'll be able to see us there. And if you ever need anything, give us a shout on the DMs as well.
Yeah.
If you do know Harry Judd, fucking DM us.
That's the main one.
Anything else, Nick, before we wrap it up?
No, I think that's it, mate. We're done for another week. Flown by again, even though it's just us two talking mostly nonsense.
Yeah, not so bad though. But people love it. If you want to listen to a random podcast, go and listen to a fucking another one. I'm joking. Please keep listening to us. There we are. Wrap it up.
Yeah, that's it for another week from me and from him. And we will see you on a start line somewhere soon. Cheers.
Bye-bye.